Hello friends, let us start problem set 5 now. The first problem is, find the slope of line whose inclinations are 30 degrees, 60 degrees. Two lines are there, theta is 30 and theta is 60. So they want to find out the slope. How will you find out the slope? Very simple, m is equal to tan theta. So you have to find out the value of tan 30 and tan 60. Now this problem occurred in the October 12 and October 14 exam for 1 mark. Just you have to find out the value of tan theta and you get 1 mark. Let us go ahead. Find the slope of the line passing through the following points. Now there are many sub questions in this. In every sub question they are given 2 points. So we have to use now 2-point formula, that this is the 2-point form. x1 y1 and x2 y2 are given. I don't think I have to solve this problem because we have already solved many such problems. So please pause your video now and solve problem number 2 with 6 sub problems. Problem number 3. Check whether the points are collinear or not. We have already solved this problem. 3 points are given, A, B and C, and we have to check whether they are collinear or not. If A, B and C are 3 points, then how will you check line AB and BC? Find out the slope of these two lines. If the slope of these two lines is same, then B is a common point and hence A, B and C, 3 are the collinear points. Now they are given many sub questions in this. Okay, now in this third example, check the points are collinear or not. They are literally gave you around 6 sub questions. So now all these things depend on your calculation power. So these problems are very simple and it depends on your arithmetical power. Okay, let us go for the fourth example. If 1, 2, 1/2, 3 and 0k are collinear points, then find the value of k. Now 3 points are there and in the coordinate of third point there is one unknown, that is k. We know that we check the collinearity with the slope. So AB and BC, if the slope is same, the points are collinear, and they have already given that these points are collinear. So in one of the slope there will be one unknown k, and if you equate that you will get the value of k. Very easy example again, no need to solve by me. Please pause your video here and solve this. Very simple example. Points are 1, 2, 1/2 and 3 and 0 and k. These 3 points are given collinear. So first find out the slope of these two, then find out the slope of these two. Equate them, because since these points are collinear, the slope will be equal. And when you equate the slope, only k is unknown, so you can easily find the value of k. The answer for this, k is equal to 4. Please check your answer. The fifth example is also very similar to this one. If the points 2/5, 1/3, 1/2 and k, and third point given is 4/5 and 0. If these 3 points are collinear, then find the value of k. Very simple. Again same, if these are A, B and C point, find out the slope of AB, find out the slope of BC. Since these are collinear points, the slopes are same and only unknown is k here. Now I am solving this example because there are fractions and many students are lacking in solving the fractional problems. Okay, let us solve this. The slope of AB is y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. So we'll equate these two slopes. So y2 minus y1, k minus 1/3 upon x2 minus x1, 1/2 minus 2/5 equal to, again y2 minus y1, 0 minus k upon 4 upon 5 minus 1 upon 2. Now individually here you have to solve this and find the value of k. How will you solve? First we'll solve this. So we have cross multiplication 3k minus 1 upon 3 upon 5 minus 4 upon 10 is equal to minus k upon, again cross multiplication, 8 minus 5 upon 10. Okay, when you are solving this kind of complicated example, be cautious that don't make any miscalculations here. Okay, so now we'll simplify further. So we have 3k minus 1 upon 3 into 10 upon 1 equal to minus k into 10 upon 3. Simple. We'll cancel these 3 and then we will have 3k minus 1 into 10, that is, we have 30k minus 10 equal to minus 10k. And then further solving, this will go, minus 10k will go here, this 10 will go there, and we will have 40k equal to 10 and k is equal to 10 by 40, that is 1 upon 4. Please check your answer. Examples are extremely simple. I have just shown this example because of the fractional figures. That's all. Nothing difficult in this. Number 6. If P, Q, R, S, the coordinates are given, are the vertices of quadrilateral, show that it is a parallelogram. Very simple. We already solved this kind of example. It is a parallelogram. What do you mean by that? The opposite sides or opposite lines are parallel. So what do you have to show? You have to find out the slope of all 4 sides. Okay, so 2 slopes and 2 slopes, 2 horizontal and 2 vertical slopes will be equal. What do you mean by equal slopes? The lines are parallel. Okay, so find out the slopes of these lines and then you can easily show that this is a parallelogram. We already solved 2 sums of this kind. I'm not going to solve this. Please pause your video here and solve this sum. Find the value of k if the line PQ will be parallel to line RS. Okay, now let us see that. Find the value of k if the line PQ and RS are parallel. If PQ, draw the figure, and RS are parallel lines, they are given the coordinates of P, Q, R and S. 2, 4, 3, 6, PQR 2, 4, 3, 6 and RSR 8, 1 and 10K. 8, 1 and 10K. Now if these 2 lines are parallel, their slope must be equal. Correct? So find out the slope of PQ by y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Then find out the slope of RS, y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Equate both the slopes and you will get the value of k. So please pause your video here and solve this sum. The value of k here is equal to 5. Please check your answer. Find x, example number 8, find x if the slope of line joining the points x minus 2 and 8 minus 11 is 3 by 4. We have to find 2 points are given, slope is given, you have to find the value of x. In the coordinates only one is unknown. Very simple. Okay. 9th, the points k3, 2 minus 4 and minus k plus 1, 2 are collinear. Find the value of k. Now here the points are k3, 2 minus 4 and minus k plus 1, minus k plus 1 and minus 2 are collinear and we have to find out the value of k. Extremely simple example. This is same as your previous example, only in this case 2k is at 2 places. Here it is minus k plus 1 and here it is k. We will find the slope of this line and then we will find the slope of this line. We will equate them and we will find a value of k. Don't get confused with minus k plus 1. This is just a figure. Okay. So please pause your video here and solve this. The value of k is minus 1 upon 3. Please check your answer. The equation of a line 3x minus 4 plus 12 equal to 0. The line equation is given. If intersects the x-axis in point A and y-axis in point B, find the coordinates of points A and B, find the length of AB. Very simple. Now, one particular line is intersecting x and y-axis, x-axis in point A, y-axis in point B, and you have to find out the coordinates of A and B. Intersect at A, that means this is x-intercept and this is y-intercept. Okay, this is something like 0 and y, and this is something like A and 0. So we'll get 2 points. So now we have the coordinates. This is your A0 and this is your 0B. The equation of line they are given is 3x minus 4y plus 12. 3x minus 4y plus 12 equal to 0. Now, since both the points are on this line, both the points must satisfy this equation. So first we'll substitute x and y for A and 0. Okay, we will get the value of A. Then we will substitute 0 and B as x and y and we will get the value of B. And hence we will get these 2 points. It is very simple. Let us solve this. 3a and y is z, so need not bother, plus 12 equal to 0. So a is equal to minus 4. And suppose if we substitute this, so we have got a equal to minus 4, and if we substitute this, x equal to 0, so minus 4b plus 12 equal to 0, so b is equal to 3. So we have got a and b, so we got these 2 points. We have got this as minus 4 0 and this point we have got as 0 3. Actually it is minus 4 0. The line cannot be like this. The A point will lie here somewhere and B point is as it is. So the line is not intersecting the x-axis in a positive region, but this line is something like this, whereas A is minus 4 and 0 and B is 0 3. Okay, we consider this point for initially. Okay, now they also want the distance AB. Now how will you find the distance of AB? We have already learned the distance formula in class 9, and that distance formula is the distance is equal to under root x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. This is a distance formula to find out the distance between 2 points x1 y1 x2 y2. So here we have x1 y1 x2 y2. Substitute in this formula and you will get an answer. Let us do that. So we will substitute in this formula. So my d will be equal to under root x2 minus x1. So 0 minus of minus 4, that is 4 square, plus y2 minus y1, that is 3 square. So we have 16 plus 9, that is root 25. So we have d is equal to plus minus 5, but the distance cannot be minus, so answer is 5. So this problem was somewhat different than the previous one, but we have got one more formula here. Please note this formula because we use this formula. So this is your distance formula to find out the distance between 2 points. Let us go ahead. Problem number 11. Find the equation of line which passes through point 27 and whose y-intercept is 3. Simple example. We have y-intercept. That means we have one more point, and that is 0, 3, because y-intercept is 3. So now you have 2 points. The one point is given 27, and from the y-intercept we have found out one more point, that is 0, 3. So now you have 2 points. So we can use the 2-point method or 2-point formula to find the answer of this problem. Okay, so please pause your video and solve problem 11. Problem number 12. Now this problem was in March 15 exam for 5 marks. Write down the equation of the line whose slope is, this is problem number 12, slope given is 3/2 and which passes through P, where P divides the line segment joining A and B in the ratio 2:3. That means line AB is there and this is point P. Now this point P divides the line segment in 2:3. Coordinates of A and B are given -2, 6 and 3, -4. -2, 6 and 3, -4. Now, do you remember the section formula for internal division? Now here, if we consider m is equal to 2 and n is equal to 3, because this point is dividing this A and B in 2:3 ratio. Now what your section formula for the internal division says? We can find out the coordinates of this point P by formula mx2 plus nx1 upon m plus n. This is how we find out the x coordinate, and my2 plus ny1 upon m plus n. This is called as the section formula. Please note down this section formula. So this is the section formula. Now we have got the coordinates of point P. So now let us go to problem again. Write down the equation of line whose slope is 2/3, which is written here, and which passes through point P. So don't we have this slope point? We can use now slope point method, because we have got this point P coordinates and we already have the slope. Okay, so this is nothing but SP, that is slope point method formula. So please pause your video here and first calculate the coordinates of point P. Do it now, please. The coordinates for point P are 0, 2. Please check your answer. Now we have got this point and this slope, and we can substitute in our slope point formula or slope point form, that is y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1, and you will get an answer. That is, you will get the equation of line. Now that equation of line should be converted or the rearranged in the form of linear equation, that is ax plus by plus c equal to 0. So from here onwards, please pause your video and find out the equation of line. The equation of line is 3x minus 2y plus 4 equal to 0. This is the equation of line which we have written in the linear format. So this sum was for 5 marks. It was not a very short sum, because first you have to find out the coordinates of P. Once they say that you have the slope and one point, then only thing remaining is find out the coordinates of P. Now the coordinates of P, the point P is such that it divides A and B into 2:3 ratio. That means we have to use a section formula here for internal sections, and that section formula is here, mx2 plus nx1 upon n plus 1, which will give you x coordinate of this intersecting point, and my2 plus ny1 upon m plus n will give you the coordinate of y. Okay, let's go ahead. Problem number 13. Now this problem appeared in July 15 exam for 4 marks. Now I told you that in case of triangles and medians, you don't have to find all 3 medians, but this problem is something different. In triangle ABC, coordinates of vertices ABC are given. Find the equations of medians of triangles passing through vertices A, B and C. That means here you have to find the equations of line of 3 medians. That means 3 medians equations you have to find out. And the marks are only 4 marks. But example is lengthy but not difficult. Okay, you know how to find it out. First of all, you have to use the midpoint formula to find the midpoint, and from vertices 2 points are given, so we can use this form, 2-point form. We have 2-point forms. All vertices we know and midpoints we will find out by midpoint formula. Okay, so example is easy but lengthy and only 4 marks are there. Okay, but still as it appeared in the board exam, you have to find out all 3 medians. Next example, example number 14. A, B and C are the vertices of triangle ABC. Okay, vertices are given. Find the equation of median AD and line parallel to AC through the point B. Now this also appeared in March 12 exam for 5 marks. Let us solve this. In triangle A, B and C. Okay, coordinates are given 5, 4, 5, 4, minus 3, minus 2. Here it is minus 3, minus 2, and C is 1 minus 8. 1 minus 8. Okay, what they say? Find the equation of median AD. This is the median AD and line parallel to AC passing through point B. Line parallel to AC passing through point B. That means that line will be something like this. Okay, which is passing through your point B. Now 2 parts of this example. The first part, you have to find out the equation of the median AD and equation of line passing through B. It is very easy example. Okay, first of all you have to find out the point D. How will you find? As this is a median, you can use the midpoint formula and find out the coordinates of D. Once you find out the coordinates of D, you got 2 points, and we can use the 2-point formula, because we will have then x1 y1, x2 y2, and you will get the equation. Now we want to find out the equation of this line also, parallel to AC and passing through B. Correct? Now to find out if this line is passing through B, means you know 1 point. And when you know 1 point, which formula will use? This formula. Because 1 point is known. 2 points are known? No, only 1 point. So only this formula. And slope is not given. But indirectly they have given the slope. Because this line is parallel to AC, that means the slope of these 2 lines will be same. Means find out the slope of AC by y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1, then you will have slope and 1 point. Correct? So please pause your video and solve first part only, that is find out the coordinates of D, and after that substituting in the 2-point form, find out the equation of line AD. Please pause your video and just solve till equation of line AD. Please do it now. Coordinate of D are -1, -5. Please check if you have got it correct. 3x minus 2y minus 7 equal to 0. This will complete your first part. Okay. Total number of marks are 5 and we have to find two equations. Now let us solve second part of it. Now in second part, we have to find out the equation of this line. Okay. Line parallel to AC and passing through B. So you have got, as a second part, you have got 1 point minus 3 minus 2. And now find out the slope of AC. Slope of AC and slope of this line will be same. Why? Because both the lines are parallel. And then you will get M. So now you have the slope and point, which is our this format. Slope point formula. So then you can just substitute it in this formula and you can find out the equation of this line, which is parallel to AC and passing through B. Please pause your video and solve the second part of it. Please do it now. The slope of the line M is equal to 3. Okay. And now what is the equation of line we have got? 3x minus y plus 7 equal to 0. Simple example, only lengthy one, because 5 marks example is there. Two things we had to find out. Two equations of lines. One is the median, which is very simple. We have done it so many times. The second one was tricky, that they are given the line parallel to this line. Means first find out the slope of this, which is equal to slope of this, and 1 point. And so we had slope point formula. Substituting in that, we get the equation of line. They are not asked for any specific form, so we have rearranged that equation in linear form, that is ax plus by plus c equal to 0. So friends, as I told you, the example in the coordinate geometry are extremely simple, little bit tricky where the 5 marks or 4 marks are involved. Okay, be sure that you have written all these formulas in your notebook and you know these formulas very well, because only based on these formulas this chapter is there. So here we are finishing the problem set 5, and along with that we have finished the coordinate geometry chapter. Thank you very much.